if you're looking forward to moving to Europe this year, then you need to take advantage of these countries that are still accepting application right now. Recently, I believe people saw the news, policies changing when it comes to the Schengen zone, Schengen countries. Each of these countries, policies are changing, but admission are still on in these particular countries. For example, the country number one I want to talk about is Hungary. Hungary tuition fees are a bit high, but there are some schools that the tuition fee is also a bit lower. For example, I made a post, a video recently on my own personal page where I talked about the Budapest University of economics and business. The tuition fees are around 3,000 euros, but there's age gap on that particular school. So if you're between 28 years and above, then BS is not for you. But if you're from 35 to 38 years old, then masters is for you. Above that, nothing for you. But there is a clause on the website that states that if you can justify, the age gap, there's tendency that you be accepted and all of that. But not only just that school is actually open. The school I'm talking about right now is Budapest University of Economics, Business and Economics. All right. So if you want to check it out as well. But there are a bunch of schools as well that are currently accepting application in Hungary. Now, I just want you to be aware. When it comes to Hungary, they require you to pay one full year tuition fee. For example, if per semester is, for example, it's like 3,000 euros. That means 2 semesters makes 1 year, Westman academic year. That means 1 year, 3,000 times 2. That should be around 6,000 euros that you need to pay. If the school offers instrumental payment, maybe they'll be like, okay, pay 60% down payment. You get your acceptance letter to apply for your visa. Then once you get that, you pay the rest. Or if they say you pay all depending on the school, this is something you just need to find out based on the one you feel like, okay, you want to go in for it. Also bear in mind that as well, some schools in Hungary requires IELTS, all right? So you need to pay attention to the requirement and all of that. So the application fee for Hungary is from 100 to 150 euro. Same thing as Lithuania. Lithuania sometimes 180, 150. Just need to be aware. Check all these information. It is very, very necessary. If you have doubts in the process, I've made a personal video on my own personal page. You can check it out to know the process on how I've now shared my screen explaining all these things in more in-depth details. Now, the second country again I have is Romania. Romania is on. Romania, some schools, like for example, the Babes Boya University possibly will be ending application from the 20th from the 20th of July this year. So they're still on, but I still need to bank on this as well because a lot of people tend to make mistakes. A lot of people tend to jump on things without actually doing their own due diligence. For example, I spoke to a student who reached out to me that I'm actually helping out, that we part of the team are helping out, So he first made an application into Romanian schools, without legalization. And after making the application, within some few days, the school reached out to him via email and I was like, oh, hey, we need a legalized copy of your certificate. Can you provide it before I can continue with your application process? And he doesn't have it. And this is something I've been banking on. Please take care of legalization. If you don't have the legalization done this year, no problem. Take this year to prepare yourself. Then next year you make the move. I know it's not going to be easy. Everybody wants to at least, want to leave because of inflation rate, policies, laws, and all of that is changing. I understand, but you still need to do things right. If you don't do things right, one, it's going to cost you money. Two, it's going to cost you time. So you just have to be aware of these things. I've said it so many times. I don't need to start going back and be hitting the nail over and over again. So it doesn't make sense to me. So Romania schools is on, not just Babbage University of Timisoara is as well open as well, and one other schools. At least I have 5 good universities in Romania, which I know that is good for people to actually apply. If you want a video, please comment below, and I'll make this video on these 5 Romanian universities that are actually on. So Romania tuition fee is not that high as well. The application fee is 50 euro. So the processing is not that difficult. As long as you have your legalization done, you have your motivation letter, which is your SOP, you have the recommendation letter as well, you have your CV, and you have everything all intact, you make your application. Possibility you might get it, apply for the visa and all of that. All right. So that is the second country. I've talked about Hungary. Now look, that's Romania, second one again. Now the third country is Lithuania. So Lithuania is actually a place where you can as well be, though sometimes, for example, if you're from Nigeria or maybe from Cameroon, Libya, all of that, possibility is you might need to go to South Africa to apply for the visa of the TRP or then to Ghana and all of that. But the processes is pretty simple as well. For example, Klaipeda University in Lithuania is on right now, so you can apply up to the 31st of May. Just bear in mind that's an online interview. Once you apply, the school will reach out to you for interview as well. And the application fee is like from 150 to 180 euros. So for tuition fee for bachelor's is from around 3,250. For master's is from 4,680 euros. Just be aware that social science courses, business administration courses, and all of these other courses as well for you to pay attention to. And one more thing again, Lithuania requires IELTS. If you don't have IELTS, then look into Duolingo. At least that Duolingo score is a bit low, 110. I've made a video on this particular school or on my own personal page, so I believe you should also please check it out. All right, it's very, very necessary. So Klaipeda is Lithuania is a place where you need to at least go. Pay attention again to Lithuania legalization. For example, once you get admission from Lithuania, pay the tuition, pay the enrollment fee, I mean to say. Once you pay, then you need to do your PCC legalization. For example, you need to send your PCC, that is your police character certificate, right? That's what they call it. You need to send to your school. Your school now legalize it. And meanwhile, while you're doing all this PCC legalization, you need to go to Migris website, upload all your documents. Then Migris needs to validate and all of that. Once it's approved, you need to send your number that the Migris will give you to back to your school. Then once they send your this thing back to your PCC, then you need to take it in person to the biometric center. For example, if you choose Ghana, that's where you take all your physical document that you uploaded on Migris to. If you choose South Africa, you go to South Africa. So remember, the center where you choose for your biometric, that's where you go and submit the whole thing. So don't make that mistake. Don't go and choose A and let that go to B. It's not going to work that way, all right? So once you have everything all approved, then you move to Lithuania. Lithuania is also a place that you can actually start life and build yourself with time. So I've talked about it before. Somebody moved to Lithuania, got started, build with time, then finally moved to Canada and visit Canada and feel like, oh, I love Canada. And the person moved there. So there's possibilities to move around. That's why I keep telling you guys again, all these are all Schengen zone countries. So possibility of moving around, navigating around, visiting places is all possible. You don't need a visa to do all these things. That's the beauty of all these things, all right? So don't take it the wrong way, but just see it as, okay, it's an opportunity, it's a leverage that gives you access to meet people, to connect, to network as well, to see places, to see life other than what you're already used to. That's how I say it, not as a route to run or maybe to get away from something. That's not how I say it. Then the next other country is Italy. Even though some schools are running applications, enrollment is actually on right now in Italy, which I've made a video before earlier. So, but there's some schools as well accepting application that you can actually put in for application as well. For example, University of Udine, University of Palermo, all these schools are actually on. So you still have time to actually apply. What about Italy you need to be aware is, once you apply, get admission, then you do the enrollment, your legalization is free. Unlike when you need to pay for legalization. But once you do the enrollment, then your legalization is free. All you just need to do is send an email to the Italian embassy based on where the degree is coming from. I've said that before. Send them your enrollment as well. Then they will give you an appointment date. Then you start your visa application. But if you're somebody who if you got admission from Italy, please start your visa process. At least give them a minimum of 70 to 80 working days, because right now takes time. Visa applications takes time, unlike before, because of the processes and things that are changing as well. So I've thought about Hungary, Romania, I've thought about Lithuania, I've thought about Italy as well. So the next other country I want to touch into is Poland. Even though I've thought about Poland in our social handles, let me kind of like go more in depth in Poland as well. Recently, the method of booking dates for Poland visa applications changed. Unlike before, that date was a huge problem. People were running away from Poland. But right now, based on the policy, based on the new setup, things a little bit kind of like getting normalized, even though it's not that totally okay. But I believe as time progresses, it will be okay. Appointments date will be so available. People can actually book as long as you have actually applied to schools. And the good thing is schools in Poland are absolutely open. I've made a post about a particular school on my own personal page. If you want to check out my own personal page, fine and good. The school is there. But I will still bring more schools with time on this particular YouTube channel as well. So for you to be aware. So you can go to Poland schools now, look at schools in Poland and see. First of all, there's the recognition certificate. You need to do the processes of legalization as well, because Poland also requires those things. And to do it, then get admission, pay the tuition fee. Tuition fee is even cheaper. 2,000 euros, 3,000 euros, sometimes even 1,800. That is the funny thing. It's so cheap, but just like going through the process of the recognition of certificate and everything, that's where the whole thing takes a little bit of time. But once you can skate through this process, the tuition fee is very, very cheap. It's even way cheaper than Hungary, to be honest with you guys. All right. So take care of this thing. Just be aware of this. I'm just saying, look into the processes. If you know you want to move September this year, we are now in May. Check it. July, August, it's June. Okay, May, June, July, August, September. We'll have like 5 months or 4 months left to go. You can start the process. Maybe if you're not able to move September, you can move October as well. Maybe if you're not able to meet up in October, November is there for you as well. Just need to communicate to your school, let them know that, hey, this is your estimated time of arrival. You have difficulties, maybe your visa came out late, you are making preparations and all of that. So this is when you be coming and they are aware, so that you won't have issue with me, immigration and all of that. So that's just it for this video, guys. Nothing more, nothing less. Look into Hungary, look into Lithuania, look into Poland, look into Italy, look into Romania as well. So these are all Schengen zone countries. You can move there, build yourself, navigate things around. Remember, I keep saying the goal is to move, not to run away from your place, because there's no place like home. But just see it as a way of we are moving to a place that will give you access. You have leverage. This leverage, I keep saying, means a lot of things to me. It means access to freedom, it means meeting people, connecting, building connections, good relationship as well, having kind of like a stable life, especially things, having access to things that you are not access, like you're not leveraged to, maybe back home and all of that. So that's it for this video. All these places which I just mentioned, if you need help with the process, the applications, the visa applications, school admissions, guidance, you are more than welcome to send us an email, reach out to us. The team will help to support and guide you. The team is made up of me, a team of 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we are all there to help and support. We all have areas where we specialize, each countries where we work at, and all of that. So just reach out to us. We will help and guide you in the process. All right. Just be aware it's a paid service and all of that. So if you have questions, you're more than welcome to leave it on the comment and I will respond to you as well. Right. Apart from that, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace and bye for now. My name is Omar as always, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace, guys. So also, the description has a link to join our Telegram community called Nomads networks, where people who are trying to navigate countries, where they are meeting, sharing ideas, solving solutions. Even this issue of legalization in different countries, there's a team of people there as well that helps in all these processes. All you just need to is connect with them and they will help you in the process as well. And other than that, guys, I will see you guys on the next one. Peace and bye for now.